Welcome back to Outdoor Chef Life. I'm Taku, and today I am on my property, and we have this patch of nice flat space here. I haven't done anything with it. This is just how it came, with all the some rubbish back there and a ton of old wood that's rotten. But eventually this area is going to be an awesome campground, hopefully with a badass outdoor kitchen. That's my huge big goal, to have a nice outdoor kitchen everywhere around the property. Have one here, have one up at the house, have one way up top on the property. I think that's going to be super cool, and I'm really excited to get to work on that soon. Right now I am freezing cold. No, I was going to say is I went to get some purple urchin, some uni, because it was a nice low tide we just had, negative 1.1 low tide. So I went out there to collect some sea urchin from the coast. Check it out. Here we go. A little rainy today, but it's not gonna keep me off these rocks. At least not today. Today I'm feeling like I want some uni. So we gotta work for it though. We got a negative 1.1 low tide. Whoa, slippery. Slippery. We're out on the rocks, Northern California coast, where sea urchin is plentiful. All right, let's see if this spot is low enough to cross. Should be peak low right now. So, there's a ton right here already, but we're gonna get across to that side because there's gonna be bigger sea urchin out there, I think. I mean, at least last time I harvested here, which was years ago actually. So you know what, we'll see. We'll go and find out. Okay, so there's some right here. All right, so let's just check one of these guys. Ouch. Always a good idea to bring some gloves with you. Okay. Just kind of shake out the inside. And there you go. Got some small but good quality. It's nice and firm. It's not melting. In the winter time they'll start to melt because they're going to start to spawn, but still pretty good. Flavor? Ooh, extremely sweet. Very sweet. Gosh. Wow, that's good. Wow. Man, that is sweet. Yeah, give me more of that. We'll just eat this one. Quality check is done. I think that's good. So we're gonna harvest just right here for the most part. These are like kind of small, slightly smaller side, but oh, we're gonna get soaked right now. It's okay. Oh no, I dropped it. Got it. Worked for that one. Got my arm soaked in there. Ooh, that's a better one. That's a better size right there. I'm just putting it into my trusty bucket here. I know this is probably a ton of terrible footage, but I'm just gonna work fast here since I don't want to stay out here too long. My fingers are cold and it's raining. Small. That one's okay. Yeah, not bad. This one's good. Nice one. You'd be impressed with how good they stick to the rocks. They have this sort of Velcro like texture when you're pulling it off. These little legs that they have, it's very sticky, when they stick to the rocks. It's not like sticky to the touch, but when they hold on, they're very Velcro like. These are small, so we're gonna need quite a bit. Not too bad. A little small still. Spotted a nice big one in there. But it's, dude, do you guys see this? Sea urchin, sea star, gumboot chitin. They're all kind of hanging out together. I can't get it. The gumboot chitin is in the way. I don't want to move him. I don't want to bother him or the sea star. It's a big sea urchin back there, but that guy's gonna live another day. That's a big gumboot. All right, guys, we got plenty though. We got plenty in here. One other thing I'm gonna do before I leave is I'm gonna collect some of this salt water. Just put it in my bucket. You know, gonna give the bucket a rinse. Because this water is gonna come in handy later. So we'll take that back with us. Okay, now we're back, and it's actually the next day, and we're gonna start making some delicious food with the sea urchin. I think today I'm feeling like yaki onigiri. Yaki onigiri. If you guys know what onigiri is, they're rice balls, the Japanese rice balls, little triangles you see. And yaki means to grill, so we're gonna grill the onigiri with a bunch of sea urchin inside and on top as well. I think that is going to be extremely tasty right now. But yeah, let's get started. Watch this, watch this, watch this. We got the truck bed as the table today, because you can go like this with these K-trucks. Bang, look at that. We got that, and I'm gonna lower this side as well. Got a bit of firewood too. Put that there. Always gotta get your station set up first, you know. So there we go. Got that here. And you know, I think I'm just gonna put the grill on top of here. The gas tank is on that side. No, it's on this side. All right, it's over here. Gas tank's up front, so should be all right. It's actually one of these bad boys. Put down. That'll catch any of the coals that fall down. Keep it safe. Let's get some wood on here. Gotta get some kindling. All right. Start it up. One of the things I love about this property is that it's so quiet. There's hardly any cars that drive by. The road is just right here, but it's just for the neighborhood. Everybody has a ton of acreage. We're all separated, you know, we're pretty far apart, so you can't really see any of the neighbors. And yeah, it's super quiet. So it's really nice, and for that reason, it's a perfect place for me to film like kind of like ASMR, outdoor cooking type of content. That's something I want to do too. I want to do that up my bushcraft campsite. That'll be something to look forward to as well. But today should be a nice little feel into what it would be like. Right now you can just hear there's a seasonal stream at the moment. When we get a ton of rain, so just in the winter time when it's raining, there's a nice stream. It looks like a little river, but it goes away after a week of dry weather. It'll be gone. All right, we'll let that fire build. Okay, you can see all the sea urchin, still nice and lively. Look, I put seaweed in here. This is actually called feather boa kelp. Also some salt water. So bed of seaweed, salt water, that'll keep these sea urchin alive for much longer than if you just put them on ice. If you put them on ice, they'll die because that's too cold for them. And I didn't put any ice in here. It's just nice and cold. The weather's cold here, so they've stayed alive. No problem. So that's what you want to do if you want to keep them alive in the shell. Oh, nice to have a fire. As you can see, I only have like 5 or 6 left in here because I did process the rest last night because I didn't want to do it all this morning. Easier that way, you know. So let me show you how I do this. Super, very, very simple. You've seen it before. 2 spoons, good size spoons. This is just salt water in here that I gathered. Oh no, this is rice. My bad. That's rice. This is salt water. I got just straight from the coast, right where the sea urchin were. Put it in a bowl. Keep the rest. And then, just gonna go ahead and crack these open. 2 hands, straight into the mouth. That's the mouth right there. It's hard to tell, but that's it. Top side, all spikes. All right, our fire is going nice. Okay, so stick it in and you just crack it open. Very easy, very efficient. This one's actually the most, brown I've seen. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to all of them first. Oh, look. You can see the spikes moving. Told you they're alive. Just gonna pour the salt water out here before I get it all over the truck. I will rinse it off later. So you'll know once they die. When they die, they start oozing out either yellow or white out of the top. It's actually where they spawn from. And right now is the spawning season, or we're getting to the spawning season. So sometimes you'll notice the uni will start melting a lot. It'll be very, very melty instead of kind of firm and, not melty. Okay, so once I crack them open, I use a silicone spoon. It's nice because it's very delicate, the uni is. So it can handle the uni without crushing it, and then I'm gonna pull it out like that. And there's still some little bits on there. That's okay. We're gonna toss that into the salt water. Scoop that out, just like that. Plop it in. Very simple, but very delicate and time consuming. And that's one of the reasons why a sea urchin is so expensive, because it takes forever to process such tiny portions, And I have here all the shell remains, and I can use the shells for fertilizer, buried in the ground, and let the earth do its thing. And it'd be a good food for all the plants. And these little bits that kind of get left behind sometimes, you just take that and you slurp it. Very nice. Still very fresh, really good. See when the mouth is in there still? That's the mouth right there. Just take that out first. And I know this does seem like a lot of work just for a tiny little, piece of seafood, but I'll tell you, man, uni is so worth it. It is so worth it for this delicate, sweet, delicious, briny uni. People pay hundreds of dollars for this kind of stuff. Fresh uni, shoot. Look how much of it we have. You see how this one's kind of starting to ooze a little bit of white? That's a male. getting ready to spawn here. Okay, next step is to clean this out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna scoop that out of the salt water and then back into some more salt water. And if you want to keep uni good for a few days, this is a great technique. Just keep them in a Tupperware in the salt water. So if you want to keep it alive, keep it with some kelp and salt water. If you want to keep it in this form, kind of ready to go, ready to use, keep them in salt water. Okay, well, our fire is looking good. Gotta put the grill on, so gotta get this guy down. We got some nice charcoal built up. There we go. There we go. Now let's heat up our grill. There we go. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I forgot to bring seaweed, because in nori, let's just grill one of these kelps. Chuck a kelp on here, grill it up. Look at that, turning green. I want to try to get it nice and like kind of crispy. Too burned. Get it off to the side. Get the burned bits off. Next step in the process, separate it out of the salt water. You can strain it out, or you can use a piece of paper towel and just toss it right on the paper towel like that to drain it. This entire process is very delicate and time consuming, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Now let's make our onigiri. You're supposed to use water, but this is salt water. I just forgot my water. This is gonna work fine, because normally when we make onigiri, we put a little bit of salt on our hands at the same time. So I'm gonna dip my hands in the salt water. So that'll be nice and salty already, seasoned. Grab a nice handful of rice. I'm gonna do a little initial forming of the rice, and then I'll open up the center, and we'll just chuck a bunch of uni in there, as much as it fits. Oh yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna cover that up with a little bit more rice. Oh, she's coming out the back. We're gonna need more rice. We're gonna need to patch this up. There you go. This is a nice chunky onigiri. Wow. Wow, look at all the uni just oozing out. Might have been too much. Hopefully it stays together. So the technique is this. Let me show you a little closer look at how I do this. Put my left hand like this. Put my right hand like this as well. So you're just like cupping it. A little bit of moisture on the hands, both hands, so the rice doesn't stick. And then you just roll it. Firm, roll, firm, roll, firm, roll. And then flip it over. Do the same to the other side. Nice and firm. And that's about it. Nice shapen onigiri there. And what I'm going to do, I got a little bit of oil here. Put some oil on here. Try to get it so it doesn't stick to the grill. So you want to first develop a crust on the onigiri. Going on with the first piece. Alright, we'll grill that one there. With the second one, I'm going to take this kelp here. Let's just crush the kelp onto the board. I'm going to rip it up. And then I'll try a little piece of it as well. Yep, nice and salty, good texture, kind of like a stringy seaweed salad. Put the rest in the compost. I want to just chop this up. That should be good. And real quick, I want to mention my brand new cookbook, Coastal Harvest, just went live on pre-sale last week. So if you haven't gotten yours, we love your support. It's an awesome book. I highly recommend it. And I promise you, it's awesome. I put so much time and effort into it for the past 2 years. So links in the description, check it out. I think you're gonna love it. If you like this stuff, you're just gonna love it. Outdoor cooking, seafood, and even mushrooms in there as well. So for the mushroom lovers, I love mushrooms too. So check it out, Coastal Harvest. Yeah, you gotta make sure to oil this side as well. And don't flip it too early, or else it's gonna be stuck. You wanna flip it once it's got a nice little crust on there. Okay, I'm gonna make a second one. I'm gonna put some seaweed in it, mix it into the rice. Just all in my hands. You can do this in a bowl, but I'm short on bowls, so. More uni. Maybe I won't overstuff this one. Oops, I'm not recording even. My GoPro died. My bad, guys. There you go. I put seaweed in that one. That's the only difference. It's about time to flip this first one. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more heat, so I'm gonna bring the grill down. Create a little bit more heat there. Perfect. Look at this. The spot where I'm stepping on is just getting so mushy. All right. Ooh, just gonna keep my hands warm at the same time. Normally I would brush some soy sauce on here, but I thought I brought my soy sauce, but apparently I didn't. I think it's gonna be a lot of flavor anyways. Okay guys, these yaki onigiri are done. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Just perfect. And you know what we gotta do to finish it off? We gotta put the remaining bits of uni on here. Oh, we're going hard. We're going hard. That's like 30 sea urchin at least. Oh yeah. All right guys, here we have it. This looks amazing. Uni yaki onigiri, as fresh as it gets, and as much of uni that could fit in the onigiri. This would cost you, this would cost you an arm and a leg, and probably the other arm too, if you bought it at a restaurant. Oh, that's just a fire. Okay, are we ready? Oh, my mouth is salivating, ready to go. Oh, just take a look at that. Oh yeah, wowza. Okay, itadakimasu. Oh my, oh my. Oh, that is so creamy and so sweet. That's probably the most amount of uni I've ever had in one bite. And look at the inside. Take a look at the inside there. Oh, just gooey, oozing with uni. Incredible. Cooking uni is a no-no. It ruins it. The creaminess, it goes away, it kind of gets dry. But putting it in the onigiri, it kind of just steams in there, in the little, you know, little hug from the rice, and it just gets warm and very creamy. It's delicious. If you guys have never had uni, I would highly recommend it. I'd say maybe your first try won't be the time you love it, but keep trying it, because you just get addicted to this briny smell. Is incredible. It just reminds you of the ocean, but it's in a different way than oysters. It's got this unique scent to it, as well as flavor. So it's one of the most incredible things in the ocean, and really I'm really glad that people are actually starting to, you know, get on board with it in the past 10 years, because this is something that I've loved my whole life, you know. So I'm really glad that people are really love sushi and love raw fish and all this kind of stuff, and especially uni. So good. Well guys, I'm gonna save the beer for later because it's just morning right now. Just getting started with the day. Got some stuff to do today. But thank you all for watching. Again, my cookbook, Coastal Harvest, is out on pre-order now. Links in the description. Also, if you want some hoodies, t-shirts, other merch, knife bags, aprons, all that good stuff, out on my website, outdoorcheflife.com. I'll leave all the links in the description. Thank you all for watching another video, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.